Hello and welcome back to Death Attack, episode 63, Darkness Reborn. It has been a long, treacherous adventure to the conclusion of the Zeltivado arc. Hope you are all ready for the events to take place. When we last left off, you are encountered by both Balethune and Calypso. Thankfully, because of the blessing of Necrozon, you all were able to receive the vitality and rejuvenation. Give you the full amount of rest and heal you all. And as the night sky is starting to take over the fallen sun, that is where we will begin. You notice that Calypso takes a few steps forward. You watch as he does his jacket, throws it off to the ground, and pulls out his dual scimitars. You see him bring him up with his reverse-gripped hands wrapped around the handles, standing in a very strange, alien style and stance. You notice that Balethune begins to slowly walk counterclockwise. You notice that his hand summons that fire blade from whatever infernal pact he has made.
Oh God, another one.
Anything you all want to do?
Kill both of them, preferably.
I'm gonna put us on the map. Because we're all laying down dead right now.
In the water.
Oh no. We're drowning. Oh God.
I think we'd technically be in the middle, wouldn't we?
Yes. I'll put you guys where you need to when we get to the map. But is there anything that you guys want to say or do before this encounter begins? You notice that Shiv has readied his hand, but you also notice that he's pulled out that dark pearl.
Going to fight again.
What can we do for you fine gentlemen?
You notice that Balethune sort of snarls, "You can die."
Wow.
You notice that Eliaphel looks towards the two of them, looks back towards you. I think we can take them. They are outnumbered.
And you've killed one of them before. Not you, but, you know.
Well, I can't say speak for what you're able to do. I can speak what Kaz is able to do, but I have no idea how you're going to help us.
I assure you, I am far more dangerous than Kaz.
Prove it.
Notice that he looks back towards Calypso. And in a moment, you watch as Calypso takes a dash forward. He almost kicks up dust and dirt as he launches forward, his dual scimitars crossed in front of him. And as he approaches Eliaphel, he comes in this arcing diagonal slash in both ways, creating an X right in front of Eliaphel. You watch as the impact, you hear the metal as it clashes, and there's almost this bounce back where you see Calypso land back. You see Calypso ready his weapons as you look towards Eliaphel, but you notice that Eliaphel hasn't really moved. You notice that Eliaphel takes a turn, and you watch as he does, it reveals the weapon that he had in his hand on the left side. This strange, almost elven-looking katana is the sword of a blade singer. You watch as he, not the sword that Kaz used though. You watch as he turns it, and you see him bring up a sheath, and as he puts it back into the sheath, you watch as one of Calypso's blades shatters. You see him toss it to the side. Eliaphel then turns his head back towards you. I'm far more deadlier than your friend. It's that Shiv. I'll really hate to break up this lovely reunion we have here. Balthun, it has been such an honor chasing and being chased by you for the last few years. Calypso, honestly, I expected more. You really put up too much of a challenge. You were really easy to dodge. Kind of stupid. Like a cat. Because you're a big dumb cat. You're a big dumb devil-faced cat. Look at you. You gonna purr? Gonna cough up a hairball now? Bleh. You know, it's that Calypso begins to snarl as he looks towards him. Doesn't matter. It's all over now. You're fucked. You watch as he brings up his warlock blade, and you see him turn. You watch as Eliaphel's eyes go wide, and as soon as Eliaphel looks towards Shiv, what are you going to do? And you see, you watch as he takes the pommel of the sword and cracks it into this dark pearl. You watch as this pearl begins to shake, and as it shatters, you watch as this massive orb of pure energy goes up in arcs like this firework exploding before it begins to rain and fall down. You watch it into the ocean. And as soon as it does, it's like that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean when the coin touches the water.
Oh,
And you see that pulse out into the ocean.
The fuck did you just do?
I broke my patron's phylactery.
Why would you do something like that?
So I can kill him.
Really, right now, you think now is a good time for this?
You watch as Eliaphel looks, his eyes wide. You notice as he moves towards, within a flash, right onto Shiv. His blade already drawn, pressed up against his throat. You look, see Eliaphel, anger seething off of his brow. You have no idea what you have done! I know exactly what I've done. What did you do?
Well...
You watch as Eliaphel, you fool. And he draws his blade, and you watch as his blade goes across Shiv's throat. You watch as the blood spill out over to his chest and on the ground.
Oh, that's gonna make a mess.
You watch as the throat begins to seal back up. Oh, that fucking hurt! Eliaphel looks towards him. He looks back towards the rest of the group. Be ready.
Yeah, and also, have we forgotten that there's two other people here that want to fucking kill us, so maybe we should focus on that and not try to kill each other?
You notice that the water begins to darken. And as the water begins to darken, you watch as dark clouds begin to roll over the sky. As they do, you start to see lightning move through the clouds.
I don't have a good feeling about any of this.
Oh yeah, we're definitely dead. We're dead. We're super dead.
Neither.
I feel like we're dead already.
Is there something in the water?
Something everywhere, Latuk.
That was deep.
You start to hear the thunder following the lightning now. And the rain begins to pour down on you. You notice that Shiv, holding his weapon, looks towards you. Watch as he brings out a gem from his pocket. You see him cast some sort of somatic gesture before he throws it into the sky.
Well, now what the fuck are you doing?
And you watch this, almost this illuminating light fire up into the sky, and like a flare, it goes red. And it creates this red overcast that illuminates the entire area with this soft red glow, as this burning red star now resides in the sky above.
Cue the band.
I wish.
You notice that Calypso. I do not have time for this. What have you done, Shiv? Well, you see, here's the thing. You came here for fucking Azel Tivano. You want this old bastard's fucking kingdom. I don't give a two rats fucking ass about it. I only care about what's coming. And when it gets here, you can either help us fucking kill it, or you can be its fucking appetizer.
You dragged us into this.
I told you, Ches, not to come. Since you're here.
We didn't really have a choice. To be fair,
Oh, I can't wait to fucking kill you after this.
I gave you all plenty warning. And you followed anyway.
see, I was stuck in a cage on the ship, and then all of a sudden we're getting summoned here.
I gave you plenty warning.
I went
You
that.
fucking came anyways.
I no.
Oh, you did!
I
I want to
gave
hear
her
it!
Sky, who
Now's not the fucking time, Shiv.
You
Just shut the
notice
fuck up for once.
Eliaphel turns and looks towards everyone. You watch as he readies his blade. I know what's about to come. The rotting deep.
What's that?
If we survive this, I will tell you the tale of how I came across that dark pearl. But until then, I need to protect my city.
And us, yeah. We're here too. We're technically part of the city. We're on it, so that'd be nice.
With the Mythalog gone, there is no protection. And this city is slowly going to start bringing itself back into the material plane. I'm going to gather what people I have. You know, as he looks towards you all, good luck.
Oh, you.
And you watch as he...
You little bitch.
You notice that Shiv looks towards you? Don't worry. I thought about this.
Oh, yeah?
I've got a plan.
Oh, great. That makes me feel so much fucking better. Look at us. Look at all around us.
I'm not liking your plans.
Alright, I didn't think it was gonna start like this, alright? But... hear me out. Any minute now, we're to see pirate lords bringing their vessels around this place.
Oh, yeah, are we?
And they're loaded with fucking cannons. And we're gonna blast the ever-loving shit out of this thing. Balethune, you notice he was like, I am not amused. What is this creature that you have summoned? Oh, yeah, that's right. You look like you know something about a pact. Looks like my wife knows something about a pact. So, you should put two and two together. Big nasty thing's coming, made a deal with it. Probably gonna be really pissed off that I broke its phylactery. Probably gonna try to eat us all. Or enslave us. Or smash us.
I don't understand why this is going to help us.
it's not going to help anybody here.
It's just for his own gain. This is all his little game to help himself get out of something he put himself into.
That's right.
We just got roped into it.
You know, whatever you summoned, it probably would have killed you as soon as it came up. You know that, right? Like,
You know, alright, we can talk about this later if we all survive. What are its weaknesses? Do you at least know that?
Right. Well, it's undead. So, I did bring some, weapons.
Oh, good, because I didn't bring a fucking paladin.
Well, you should probably make a friend with Paladin, because, I did. Once Winston gets here, he'll be able to put up at least some sort of, protection aura for us.
do I know?
And
Winston?
this is a Kraken, right? The Rotten Deep.
was a kraken. Now it's Krakelage.
I mean, thankfully, we have someone who has single-handedly killed krakens before.
Wait, who?
Jezebel.
Jez isn't.
She even got a tattoo of it, the one she slayed on her arm.
No, you didn't.
So, Jez, what's
Yeah,
the...
it is. Let's see. I'm gonna pull my sleeve. Now it's right there. Yeah.
You got that tattoo when I got mine.
Well, you helped her.
Oh, yeah. No. You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and listen to all your lies. You're not gonna deceive my friends,
Wait,
okay?
hold on. Is that how you get into your little pirate group? You have to kill a kraken? Is that how that works?
No, only I killed a kraken. He didn't do shit.
What's the first step? What we
You-
gotta do? Should we
I
expect?
fucking lied.
Oh, that's nice coming from you.
Okay, I get it.
The one who
I
lied to
lie,
get us in the
alright.
situation.
I lie. Okay, whatever. I lied sometimes. But I'm not gonna say I killed a kraken.
Oh, really?
What
That's
did they
like
look
me
like?
saying that I fucked a dragon to death.
It wouldn't
you-
surprise me.
Did you do that?
No, that's ridiculous.
All right. Anyway, back to the topic.
Can I roll perception?
What would you...
to know if something's coming right now.
Go ahead, give me a perception roll.
22.
22. Alright.
Oh, it's so cute. You guys touch tips.
As you look around, you don't see anything yet, but you see that you don't see anything physical. But you notice the water is beginning to bubble, and this foam is starting to build on the surface of the water. You've watched the water sort of begin to steady and calm itself as the rain comes down. It's hard to tell with the water, but the waves. There should be more waves. There isn't. It's like it's weirdly calm. However, as you look back towards, since you are on this floating piece of rock, you look back towards the shore where Eliaphel jumped, and there's damage from the falling island that crashed down into the city. The city has waterfalls very similar to the water beneath the tunnels that you ran through. You see this water pouring out into the ocean, and you watch it begin to turning the surface of the water gold. And you see the water spilling out and becoming gold and splashing onto the rocks and the surface as it turns the rocks gold. That's what you notice.
All right. Anyway, so back to the weapon thing or whatever the fuck you brought to help. Did you bring things for just yourself? Because that's what I'm assuming you did.
You didn't have a plan with us involved in it, so I...
Oh, he had a plan. He knew we were gonna be here.
He pulls out a weapon. And he throws it over towards you. It's another pistol. You look at it, it's strange. It's actually almost doesn't mirror Mercy,
I'll pull Mercy out.
but you can tell it was made by the same person. I had that gun made when you had the other one made. They're a pair. They work together. That one's verdict.
Of course, you knew about this one. It was supposed to be a surprise. Of course, you knew.
Oh, don't worry. It will kill me. And when the time comes, pull the fucking trigger.
You don't have to tell me twice.
You watch as the water from this moment. You see this huge tower of water and white come up into the sky. And as it does, you see an image and a form emerge from the dark depths below.
Oh. Jesus.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
No, we'll still be over
Nap cam time.
It's already up.
Nap cam
there.
time.
He said napkin.
Oh, that'd be fun
Nap
too.
cam.
Would you guys like to see that? If we just did a stream, I was just napping.
Every Tuesday, nap cam. Near dark nap cam. There's a camera in each of our rooms where we take a nap. and you get to watch.
Oh, it's kind of sounding a little creepy. Now you're saying that.
There we go. Nice.
I'll allow it. What just happened?
Can you
Hey,
raise that one back up?
Yeah, this one doesn't want to stay
It's
up.
this one that doesn't want to stay up.
Oh.
And then prop that one up against the wall back there, and it will stand by itself.
Here?
Over there. Yep. You have to prop it that way. There you go.
This guy's overcompensating with all his tentacles.
Oh God. I guess I know you have a tentacle thing.
I know.
Just try to stay calm.
You watch
Wow.
as this creature brings itself out of the water. You see its large mass begin to loom over and look.
Holy shit.
What in the hell
That's
is
a crocodile.
that?
That's a crocodile. That's the rotting deep right there.
You notice that Shiv looks up. Zarthalix. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Since you came to my mind. You notice that the creature's mouth drips with this black sludge. Its teeth corroded and brown, its green flesh rotting, peeling from its very mass, its eyes glowing with this supernatural red. You can see the tentacles that are wrapped out of the water. Some of the chunks of flesh are missing with its bones exposed on the inside. Its true form and visage of undeath is fully apparent. Its mouth does not move, yet you hear its voice speak through your minds. After all this time, Shiv, you were the one to free him, the one to bring him back to this world. Alright, that's... What the fuck are you talking about?
Is he speaking the third person? I'm confused.
You have my gratitude. But a contract is a contract. And now I will finish my lord's work. And you watch as Calypso stands back and you see him move forward, Balethroon's fiery weapon in hand as they both charge towards this creature. You watch as one tentacle swings and smacks Balethroon. You watch as Balethroon flies across the stone platform before he slams up into the side of the actual rock face where that water is pouring down.
Ooh.
And you see as he hits the side of the wall, the water splashes onto his face. And you see half of his face begin to turn to solid gold. And as it turns his horn and his face into gold, you watch as he backs away from the water, only touching his face and his throat, his horn, and pieces of his hair. You watch as he moves away. He looks towards you all. You watch as he brings up his amulet.
Ah, you fucking coward.
Can I use quick toss?
What would you like to use?
Quick toss.
What are you trying to do?
Throw a dagger at the amulet and try to break it.
You will have to get a natural 20 for that. He is 100 feet away from you.
There's magic when you believe
You can try it.
in the dice.
God, that'd be so cool.
Believe in the
You got
dice.
eight of
Get
that?
that natty 20.
Aw.
You watch as it almost looked futile, but you just see Ledric. Ah! It's like Hail Mary throw, like legitimately trying to throw a football field length. And you watch as it just falls in the water.
I could
It was a nice tips. Nice tips.
You see him.
So use that +2 longbow.
Old Bane, I will not forget this. And you watch as you see him disappear.
You have to be sure to make a song about how he's a coward and he ran away.
Unfortunately, Calypso is not as fortunate as Balethune, as one of that tentacle wraps around Calypso's body as you see him. You see his claws digging into the side of Zarthalik's flesh and rending and tearing. You just watch all of his insides and bowels
Oh,
out of
God.
Oh, he pooped out of his mouth.
as he literally squeezes the visceral insides
Like
out of
toothpaste.
Calypso's mouth. Like a tube of toothpaste.
Oh.
And you watch as he drops the husk into the water.
This is going to be back, right?
Probably is an undead.
What the
Push hair candy.
Now, I already had you all roll for initiative before we started. So,
Right.
Do we need a piece for Shiv?
we will. I have that.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a piece of shiv.
He gets-
Yeah. Random gift pops up. Just in the video.
Yeah, before you, bud.
Yeah, I'm not the soul person.
He's just
that
happy you're
can
learning
do-
from him.
I am here for all puns.
Step bro.
Step bro.
Oh god.
Here we go.
You see
Scary battle.
Zarthalix look towards you all.
Face annihilation.
And you watch as his tentacles begin to writhe and rip and slam into the water and onto the foundation that you even stand on. Jez, you are going to be the first one up.
Alright. I'm gonna look to them. I'm gonna focus the tentacles. Do what you want. And I'm going to move back here.
Beep.
I'm gonna focus on this one behind us first. Let's see. I'm going to... I'll just pop off. I want to say, how far is its reach? Doesn't look
The
like.
gun?
No, the tentacle.
Oh, those tentacles,
Can reach across the whole map.
yeah, pretty much can reach across the whole.
Okay, I'm just going to pop off some Eldritch Blast. I'll start blasting.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Which one is his?
I'm gonna try persuading them.
Natural one.
Natural
The
one?
first one, I get
All right.
3.
That is a miss.
16.
16. 16 does not hit.
One
You
more.
watch as it blasts up against the flesh and just fades away.
24.
24 does hit.
Alright.
Nice hit.
1d10 plus 4.
8 damage.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Crazy.
Mhm.
So crazy, man.
And that is my turn.
Alright, you watch as Jez fires off multiple Eldritch Blasts toward the tentacles, missing 2 and landing and connecting with the third one. That brings us to Fulner Wildheart's turn.
When I saw Jez do that, I was like, actually, kind of makes sense. So I'm gonna attack the tentacle, this big one that's kind of right next to the Zagorith. Zardhalix. Zardhalix.
You better not attack my buddies, Alvarez.
I will.
Don't do it.
My buddy.
First one is not gonna hit. Attack again. Second one is not gonna hit. Bonus action. I forgot to do this. Bonus action, Giant Smite. So I'm large now.
Okay.
But I'm probably like at least one closer to that tentacle.
You're going to this one, right?
This one?
Yeah.
Better hope these tentacles aren't fighters.
Each one a fighter. Got superiority dice. Each one.
Okay.
That would be my action. I did a whole lot of nothing. Good start.
Is that the end of your turn?
It is. I can't do anything else.
All right. He's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to summon Lightning Storm. As bolts of lightning begin to crackle over the sky. And as they come raining down towards you all, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw.
With 10.
9.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
26 altogether.
26 altogether.
Am I able to use my reaction to dodge?
Do you have uncanny dodge, or do you have? Or I mean, sorry, not uncanny dodge. Do you have an ability that gives you that, like a evasion? Because otherwise, you have to use your. It has to be a dex save.
I was just trying to take the dodge action.
Yeah, that's an action during your turn.
It's a 9.
9. Okay. So everyone fails besides for Falner, who succeeds. You will.
Okay. Dodge.
Yeah.
You're gonna take
You
half
have to have it.
half the damage for your success. But that is going to be 4 d10s of lightning.
I'm gonna use reaction.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna use reaction to use absorb elements.
Small.
Who has my ring?
You what?
You saw my ring. You saw my ring. And you have the okay.
Yeah. 6. It's 15. So that's 19 points of damage is full.
Half would be 10, right?
Yeah.
8.
8.
19 points damage. 8.
8. Okay.
What was that called? A legendary what?
Action.
They have certain creatures have things called legendary actions. They can do things at the end of other people's turns, and they get 3 of them typically.
No.
Yes.
Some have lair actions too.
Yes.
Those are
Yeah,
less
we,
fun.
we had a beast in the silver salt mine.
It's just Batman that you list,
Had a lair action.
Oh, that's right.
Zalgoth probably had a lair action as well.
Aboleth.
Yeah.
All right, so that ends Falner's turn, and then goes into Legic.
There we go.
His D&D Beyond went down.
And we're back up. Tentacle. Let's hit the right one. One there I'm nearest to.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Attack! Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit. You bring your weapon up, and you watch as that halberd strikes into the flesh of the tentacle, and you see it just slip right off the rotting slime and pus that's dripping off the tentacle.
I'm gonna do a whip around and try to hit it harder.
Okay,
Nice. 25.
that does hit.
Damage! Reroll. Oh, I know. I'm good on that one.
Yeah.
18 on that one.
18? 18 damage?
18 damage. Gotta whip around again and try to do it. 22 on that one.
That's also a hit.
Nice.
Oh, that's high. Wow. 25 on that one.
Nice.
25. 25 damage?
Yes. Had 8 and 9 on those rolls. That was really high.
Oh. That's in my bow.
Alright, you watch as
I used one of my superiority.
Legic brings up his halberd and strikes after the first one slips off. He brings back and almost in a weed whacker style rips through the flesh, and then you hear the sound of the bone crack and shatter as the tentacle falls over and goes into the water.
You fucking did it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It could come back though.
We can kill these things easily.
Let's hope.
Be wary.
Alright, it's going to use its next legendary action, and you watch another tentacle.
Yeah.
I turned around and said that.
Well, that's the thing, Logic. It's undead. Undead things don't really die.
Well,
And it's going to use its legendary action to use tentacle to slap towards Legic.
Dodge. Dodge.
it's not my turn anymore.
That is going
What do you
to
have for
be...
reactions?
Oh my god. Plus 17 to hit. 17 plus 17?
Yeah, that hits.
Barely.
So
Imagine
fourth.
having an AC that day.
Math. I did math without my fingers. Right
Okay,
there.
so
Did you
that is
see
going
I
to
would have had to use
be
my toes.
Would I be able to tack it for it coming back? Would that count?
what?
Because it entered your space.
No, exiting.
Yeah.
Exiting your space is what
Yeah,
you-
but I'm polearm master. It has to.
it's coming from under the water. I'm ruling it. You cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's literally coming out of the water,
Plus, you had your back towards it.
and you had your back towards it. So that is going to be 14 points of damage as the tentacle slaps you, and then I'm going to need a strength saving throw.
Oh,
You should have that.
lucky. I rolled a 3. By the way. Lucky.
What'd you roll the second time?
4.
You watch as Legic gets lifted up off the ground, and
said
he is
lucky.
currently wrapped around this tentacle.
You're not gonna let me use it again?
You can believe you can only use it once per turn.
Ah.
I don't think you can use it
I have no idea.
multiple times.
Well, if that's true, then that was.
Yeah, you can spend 1 to roll an additional d20.
That was a 11.
11?
No, 12. It was 12.
Okay, still got you. You are now grappled, and you are brought up into the air. That is going to be the end of your turn. It is now your turn, Lavender.
So I was gonna aim at Zarthlix, but I'm gonna turn around knowing that Legic just got grappled,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take. Oh, okay, so actually, before I do that, if I were to use Hunter's Mark on one of the tentacles, does it count for him as well? Or if I use.
Yeah, it's because it's all him.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that bonus action that, and then pop off 2 shots.
Go for it.
I'm popping.
That's 27 to hit
Nice.
That is a hit.
because I'm using +3 arrows.
Nice poking hit.
Yeah. Is he? How far away is that tentacle from me?
Probably
Which one?
60
The
feet,
the one that has him grappled currently.
That it looks like 5, 10, 15, 20, about 30 feet.
30 feet. So
Yeah.
it's up to d20s then.
Yep. Well, it has to be over the 60.
I thought once
So
it hits 30, then it
it's-
goes.
It's a D10 for every 30 after the 30 feet. So once you get to 60 feet, that's when you start upping the D10s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then it's 2d10. Okay. Plus 12. Oof, that is a fucking awful roll. 7, 19 for that first
19 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Yep. Jesus fuck. 25 for the second one.
25 to hit. That's also a hit.
Does the Hunter's Mark counts for every hit, correct?
I believe so, because it has how many duration? How long is the duration?
I think it's an hour.
It's an hour?
I haven't
Yeah.
used it for a while, so and a lot of my spells like it only can affect once per turn. Actually, speaking of which, I'm gonna add D4 for Dreadful Strikes
Okay.
on this one. So that is 15, 19 plus 12, 31.
31 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. You watch as that arrow hits right underneath, and you actually watch and you see an opening where the flesh is exposed, and you see the bone, and you fire and you shoot right between one of the vertebrae of the tentacle, and it breaks, and Legic falls back down to the ground.
Can I roll to? I didn't. Did you give that to me?
No, I don't think you
Did
did.
I pick up your piece?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I did.
Can I roll to
like it
land?
does.
All right.
'Cause I'm not sure how high I was.
Let's see here. You were up in the air, but tell you what, give me a athletics check.
Oh shit! I got advantage on that somehow.
Say the check on this will be a 10 or higher.
19.
Okay, you land on your feet then. Is that gonna be your turn?
3 points.
Yep, because I did all my
And he's going to use his last legendary action as your turn ends.
Sponge guard.
And he is going to use Lightning Storm.
Ooh.
And I'm going to need
Fuck
another
off.
dexterity
Yikes.
saving throw from everybody.
natural 20.
Natural 1.
I'm getting really low.
So
rolls.
7.
What was the saving throw?
Okay, you
It's a
dodge
dexterity.
again.
It's 8.
8. Is Uncanny Dodge a reaction?
Yes.
So you won't be able to use it again until your turn. Because you only get 1 reaction per round.
Okay.
So. Did you just flick me off?
Yeah, she did. Okay then, asshole.
Fuck you, guy.
Okay, so who all passed? You passed?
Yeah, I got it.
I had 7.
I did not.
Yeah,
7?
15.
Okay, so everyone failed besides for Lavende. So that is going to be
If I fail, then I'll use a thing from this spell.
17 points of damage as lightning begins to crack down onto the skies again.
69.
17, right? So
Yeah.
8. I'm at 69 too.
Hey!
I'm at 96, bro.
Take it to don't forget.
Yeah.
And I
It
think
is
it's
now the Kraken's
moderate health
turn.
potion roll.
I'll have to ask what
That
is.
much.
I haven't used the
happened,
help
and
potion
It wasn't
since
even
the
his
start.
turn yet.
I think it's
My God.
a D8. 2 D8s.
You watch as another tentacle comes up out of the water. And it is going to make 3 tentacle attacks.
My
1 on Legic, 1 on Falner, and 1 on Jezebel.
No!
No! Super animated. No, he's not!
So that is going to be... That one's very high. That one's high.
All the tentacles are very high off the ground.
Okay, so
Annoying.
this one
Two
would
turns in a
be...
while.
No, they're
Yeah,
using
legendary
legendary actions. And it has,
And they replenish every turn, right?
He just now got all 3 back. They replenish when it gets to his turn, yes. So,
This is fucked up.
Well, that turn we had a lot of bad rolls.
alright.
honestly, I think I might to hit it plus
What's your AC, Jez?
I don't know. 12.
20. I don't know, 12.
12?
12.
Yeah, it's 12.
Okay. So even with a natural 1, he hits you. And what's your AC, Falner?
16.
Okay, you all got hit then. That's gonna be... Oh, sorry, 3d8. That's the
Yikes.
5.
I got charge. It would have replenished the night before, or from us.
That's gonna be
From Necrozone.
24 points of damage, Legic. Falner, you're gonna take 2... 3, wow,
round.
3...
It will be after this.
16 points of damage. And Jez, take 2, 4, 18 points of damage.
Was hoping.
And then I'm going to need strength saving throws from all 3 of you.
Yikes. Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's been fucking me over. This one's fucking me over too. 5.
5?
25.
Actually, I'm going to also use.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Lucky?
Dark One's Own Luck.
Hey.
So I'll make it a. What I say was? 6?
Yeah.
5.
5. 15. Wait, add a d10. We'll see. This is probably
Come on, D10.
10.
So 10 altogether?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So what'd you get?
16.
16,
25.
25. Okay, so both Jez and Legic both get picked up off the ground as the tentacles wrap around you and bring you up off the air. The moment it tried to grab around Falner, Falner used Scarbreaker and literally stuck it into the side of the tentacle and peeled it off of him before it was able to lift him up. And that is going to be Zarthalix's turn,
Shiv.
and now it is Shiv's turn.
Shivy Shiv.
I'm not
You watch as Shiv grabs that tiny horn, and you watch as he begins to blow into it. You notice that as this storm is raging, you all look to the left and right of this small floating island, and you watch as those pirate lords' ships begin to slowly turn and make their way around the corner and bend of the island. The moment they do, you see them immediately lock eyes on it. You see Shiv wielding his patron Hexblade. You watch as he points his sword towards Zarthalix. Fire! And you hear the sounds of cannon fire begin to... Do a few rolls here.
I'm surprised he still has his Hexblade.
Packs are kind of complicated.
I can tell. They're not like divination.
Not really. They can be taken away, but it's a little bit trickier. Okay.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
You watch as cannonballs begin to rain down. As they smash into Zarthalix, you see the cannonballs embedding into his body. You actually watch as some of them plunge straight through his belly. And you watch as it tears his stomach open, and you watch as that fetid insides begin to spill out in front of him into the water and onto the rock below him. That is going to be Shiv's turn, which brings us back to Jezebel.
Ba-boom. Ba-boom.
You look at the gun that you just got from Shiv, and you notice that as you look at them, both Mercy and Verdict seem to have this glowing dwemer that's around them. Mercy being purple, and Verdict has this white glow around it.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm turning around. And...
Because you are grappled right now.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Christ. Like, okay, so I'm not doing anything then.
Just.
And I can't.
You know, you grapple doesn't mean you can't do anything. It just means that if you can't move.
You can't do any movement.
So you can't do a movement, not that you can't move.
Yes, you can't do a movement, but you can attack and everything. And you can try to break free right now, so go ahead and give me another strength saving throw.
You got this. Ooh, that roll.
17.
17. As you try to break out of it, it is still firmly wrapped around your waist.
Does that thing have suckers on it, like an octopus?
They do have suckers on them.
The
Some rotten sucks.
I'm gonna take both and put it against it and shoot them both.
You want to fire both of them?
Yeah.
You watch as you fire. You obviously know what Mercy fires magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
However, as you fire Verdict, it fires guiding bolt at 6th level.
Energy, basically.
It fires guiding bolt at 6th level. So if you want to go ahead and
She's like, I don't know what that fucking means.
That's huge. That's huge.
go ahead and pull up guiding bolt and the spells for D&D Beyond, and then you can fire off that spell at the 6th level from that barrel. I thought it was the greatest expression. It was just like.
I'm like, okay, just what do I roll?
That's why I love Jez.
You heard him say it.
On hit,
Uh-oh,
target
she gonna
takes
turn to goop.
4d6 radiant damage.
At 6th level?
This first level doesn't say 6th level. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each level above first, so 5 extra d6. Right? So that's 96.
96.
I need 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 96.
I need
96.
5 more d6 if anybody has any.
And I believe it is radiant damage.
Thank you.
Woo!
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35 damage.
35 damage. And
For that gun.
then could you go ahead and roll the damage for Mercy.
That's just regular magic missile, right? Or is it a different level?
It now fires off at the 6th level, which I believe is a lot of d4s.
Let's take a look here. 1d4 plus 1 force. D4, 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 D4. And then spell slot 2nd level or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart for each slot. So 5d4. I need 5d4.
How many D4s you guys have?
You can also use the d4 roller on D&D Beyond if you want to do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I have
D4s.
I have the D4 for you, but
Actually, here, I'll just do that one.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
14.
14 damage.
Curse
Thank
those
you.
2 that gave you 1s.
You watch as it seems as though they pair off of each other, as Mercy seems to be a automatic, almost rapid fire. You see a spray of magic missile fire off and go along the tentacle of Zarthalix's arm. You watch as Verdict fires off a single beam like cannon. And you see it just burn a hole straight through the tentacle. As you drop down, go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Destroying shit.
12.
All right, you land on your feet.
Okay.
All right. Is that gonna be your turn, or do you have a bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Bolner, you are up.
Come on, bro. Do what you got.
I had an idea, and I just want to. How stable does this platform look?
Oh boy.
Does every time
That's not a good question to start off with.
something happens, does it look like it's wobbling?
Yes, it is teeter-tottering.
I'm not going to go try it. All right, so then I will going to take. That would have been funny. Oh man,
Everybody's drowning.
I want to take my action, attack action against that tentacle.
The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do great weapon. Off the thing. Great weapon.
mastery.
Mastery. That's right. Yeah, great weapon mastery attack. That doesn't hit. I'll attack again. That one is 22 to hit.
22. That is a hit.
Which one you hitting?
The one right in front of me.
Damn.
This one.
Damn it.
Let's see. Yeah. And I'm going to use Savage Attacker. So this one's like. Whoop. Whoop. Much better. Uh, 23 damage.
Nice.
23 damage.
Raw.
Very nice.
Bonus action. I am going to. Bonus action. I am going to inspire Legic to get out of his predicament.
Okay, so you're gonna inspire him for his next roll on his turn. Okay.
Slither your way out.
So you can add a D6 to your roll, one of your next rolls within the next 10 minutes.
Nice. What you... Alright, it's going to go ahead and use its legendary action. And before we get to Legic's turn, it is going to use the ability Fling. And Fling.
Let's hope he doesn't fling you into the water.
You watch this tentacle go straight up. It feels like a roller coaster ride.
The one I'm on?
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you go straight up into the air, you watch as it wheels back and it fucking full force slings you into the concrete below.
Yikes.
50 feet up in the air, it slams you down. That is going to be... Can I please get a...
It won't be a lot of damage.
Can I get a strength saving throw, please?
Strength.
I'm gonna roll lucky. That's better. That is much better. 24. I rolled a 4. Again.
Dude, I'm rolling terrible. Dude.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9.
I am too. Seems like every time we're in combat with something like serious, we always have shit rolls.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I got smashed into the ground.
I heard.
$15d6 of damage. That's 50 points of damage as you watch as he, like a pop can, gets... and you see his body crush into the stone. How much are you at?
He's not dead, if that's what you're asking.
Wait, what was the
50 damage.
roll for?
What did you score on your roll?
24.
24? That's whether or not you're going to stay prone.
49.
Okay. You watch as he gets crammed into the ground. Dust and bricks fly up from the air, and you see him get up. You see blood pouring out of his armor.
Oh my
You can definitely tell he got hurt bad. That is going to be the end. You're no longer grappled, though.
Congratulations.
Good for him. Thanks for sharing.
But it is now your turn, Legend.
Shit.
You're like, oh! Good morning!
How far is he from the platform? Him.
Him? He's right up on it. Like, he's like, his hands are over it. Like, he's grabbing onto this platform. You could easily go up to his face.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, it's very terrifying. It's also what a hero would do.
I'm also thinking like fighting these tentacles is pointless. So I'm just like, okay. Oh, I'm gonna charge at his face.
Good charge at its face.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big distance.
Don't let him bait you, Hobby. He's baiting you, bro.
30. This is 30 right here. Damn. I don't think charge gives you extra movement, does it? Yeah. That would be 30
Charge
feet
is
here.
just if I go plus 10 feet, then I can get a bonus.
Yeah. Yep.
But if I dash, then it would.
If you dash,
I
yeah, you
wouldn't
would
be able to attack.
you wouldn't be able to attack.
What? I would what?
Not be able to
Ah,
attack.
wouldn't be able to
that's
attack.
what I thought.
What?
What? I'm gonna take the dodge action.
You take the dodge action?
Yeah. I can't really reach him at this point.
Okay. Smart. All right.
That's terrifying though. Just think he's just like.
You watch as you end your turn. It's going to use its next legendary action. And you watch as it brings its mouth up, and you watch as it spews out this black ink onto the ground. And you watch as it bubbles and rolls over the entire platform. Can I please get a Constitution save from everybody?
This is gonna hurt. Because I got 3.
Why are you doing this to me? 7.
You got a
What?
19.
21.
21. You all fail.
Fuck. We had to get high roll on that one.
So that is going to be... Seven points of damage.
Hellish Rebuke.
What are you to use Hellish Rebuke on? Is it
On
range?
him.
Is it? Can you use it ranged, or does it have to be
60
ranged?
feet.
Oh yeah, then you totally hit him with that.
What type of damage was it?
poison.
Oh, I have a bit.
Dex save of 16.
I don't know if I can get any bad though. No, I didn't get any bad. Just one less actually.
What'd you roll?
It's a Dex save of 16.
Dex save of 16. Fails.
Yes.
Okay, so this is at second level. Damage increases by 1d10 for each level slot above first, so it's going to be 3d10 fire damage.
You watch as that black bubbling liquid on the ground begins to release this type of
I just rolled 2 10s.
miasmic vapor.
26 fire damage.
Holy
I'm gonna bite my finger.
mother of Asmodeus!
Oh, it's fire, not holy.
Wow. Wow.
You said 22?
26.
26. Damn. Okay. You watch as that bubbling miasma rises up off the ground beneath your feet, and you can you start to inhale the vapors, and it starts to burn your lung like a corrosive airborne. Lavender, go ahead.
So, did I see the radiant
How much
damage from her gun affect it more?
You just saw her gun basically go off and just blow a fucking hole through it. It was more impressive from the gun than it looked like it was extra damage. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
So either way, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam, which is radiant damage,
Okay.
directly at him.
Alright.
But first, I'm gonna bonus action using Hex on him for Constitution, because I know he's gonna have high Constitution and he needs to pass 18.
For Constitution, undead automatically succeed.
Yikes.
Oh, they do?
They don't have a Constitution.
Oh, okay. Then either way, I'm attacking.
Okay.
So that's 5d10 now, total, plus the d6. Oh, this is I definitely couldn't have rolled much worse than this. 4, 8, 12, 21, 23, so 10, 12,
Damage?
no, 11, 11. If
Damage?
it's half, yeah.
Okay. 11 damage halved? Alright. You watch as Lavende, as soon as that fire hellish rebuke surges off and blasts, you notice that Lavende immediately brings down this moonbeam. You see it blasting off chunks of flesh. The fight, whether intense or going well or not, it does seem that you are causing some serious damage to this beast. Is that gonna be your turn then?
Yep.
That brings us to the Kraken's turn. The Kraken is going to turn its body, and you watch as it submerges beneath the depths.
So we can certainly fucking try.
And you see it.
Oh, tentacle down. See you.
Yep, he killed it. He killed
Killed his own
thing.
tentacle.
Killed his own tentacle. What a shame.
And you watch as he leans over towards Falner, and you watch as his mouth comes down to bite you. That is going to
It's
be
like half her body.
I think my turn is going to be exactly
15
like
plus
last turn.
17.
I had
My turn's going to
another
Was-
bite scar.
Were you 15 feet away, or 10 feet away from that?
No.
Oh, you weren't? Just out of it?
That is going to be
I'm going to have to go up again.
17 points of damage, Falner.
I'm
And
not going to reach it.
you watch as it comes down and bites Falner. It comes up, and you do not see Falner. As it looks as though it has swallowed Falner.
You mean the size I am?
What size are you?
Large.
It's a gargantuan. You're smaller than it. It can swallow you.
It's time to, you know.
No, I can't do that.
You can't.
I will. It will either hurt me or
You are
I just
currently
won't do it.
blinded and restrained.
Okay.
So you can't see, but you can attack. You just have disadvantage.
Is it supernatural blindness?
No, blindness as in there's no light in here. There's like you can't. It's literally void of light.
Cook that fish good.
Okay. That is going to be its turn. Which brings us to Shiv's turn. Shiv! You watch as Shiv uses Misty Step. And you see him land on top of the Kraken's head.
I didn't know this was a thing we could do. I'm gonna use Misty Step next round.
And you watch as Shiv gets up on top of it. You see him bring his weapon up and go to strike it in the top of the head.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He died.
Oh, well.
Just go ahead and just set it back down there.
We'll just pretend.
You watch as he stabs into the creature's head. You immediately hear the sound of the cannons firing off again. You notice as the cannonballs come, you see him jump off the creature, and you watch as he dives into the water. And that's going to be his turn. Falner, as you inside, as you feel yourself sliding down the esophagus, the Vor experience is immense.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You guys, if you don't know what that is, don't look it up.
Death
Look it
attack R34.
Oh my god.
As you slide down into the esophagus of this creature and down into its stomach, it is a tight, you can barely move, but your arms have just enough movement to move back and forth. Scarbreaker still wielded in your hand, however, you can already start to feel the stinging burn of acid beneath your feet as you're starting to slide into its stomach. Jez, it is your turn. Could I please get another Constitution saving throw?
11.
11. Okay, that is going to be another... Take 7 points of damage as that miasma is still rising up from the black goop beneath your feet and burning your lungs. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pop both guns off into him.
Okay.
Right into his chest. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I get 2 more of those d6? Alright. Wait, yes? Level. Oh, okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? Wait, what did I do last time? Oh, where am I? So, second level or highest will 3, 6. Okay, alright. So, for this one. So, we got 12.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Verdict is 33.
33 damage.
And then Mercy. It's D4. 6. Mercy will be 10.
So close. You watch as that verdict, this beam of energy leaves the gun as the next one fires off a string of magic missiles that pepper into the stomach and belly. You inside Falmer can feel the rumble of the magic spells blasting against it. Is that your turn?
Yes.
He is going to, before Falner's turn, he's going to use his legendary action, Lightning Storm. Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw.
Including me?
16.
What do I get
No.
for dodge?
For dodge?
believe it's advantage.
It just gives you advantage, I believe, on.
Probably not this.
No, hold on.
I can't. I don't even. It doesn't tell me exactly what it does.
It should.
For which one?
The action dodge. No one ever really like takes it.
Oh. Has to be a dex saving throw though.
Yeah, an attack.
It is a dex saving
Oh.
throw.
An attack roll made against you has disadvantage,
Oh,
and you
okay.
make dex saving throws
With advantage. Yeah, okay. So that's correct. I knew it had something to do with attacks and dex saves.
Yeah. So if he had rolled to attack him, it would have been an advantage.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
disadvantage.
good. I got a natural 20.
That doesn't mean you're good. That's not an automatic success. What did you
Then I got a 20.
28? Okay.
I mean 21. 21. It's dex. 21.
What else, everyone else get?
I got
16.
16 as well.
Okay, so both of you fail. You succeeded.
You want to a gravestone?
You don't look. You don't look.
Alright, that is going to be 21 points of lightning damage, and then that will be 11 points for
21.
21.
So I'm gonna use. I'm using it again. Absorb elements.
Reaction? Absorb elements? Okay.
Yeah.
You absorb that shit.
21 savage.
And then send it back.
That lightning bolt crashes down onto the rock face all around you.
I'm sorry. How much was it? 21.
21, so you'll be taking 11 points of damage. And that brings us to Fulner. It is your turn. You can attempt to break out if you wish. It's not going to be a athletic check or anything like that. It has to be an attack, which would be done with disadvantage, unless you have some trick you want to try to pull.
Huh. I forgot it was gonna be a disadvantage. Yeah, I'm attacking them.
Okay, it'll just be an attack with disadvantage.
Oh, that sucks. Got a 3 and a 20.
We used luck at all?
Only on ones.
It doesn't. It only works on ones for me. I'll attack again.
Nope. As you go to try to move, you're just too tight, too pinned in there. You can't get your arms to move or swing. All right. Which brings us to Legic's turn.
I'll move him up 2 again.
How,
And then I'll take the ready action.
you're going to move up towards him and take ready action?
I can't really get up to him.
30.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right on
I
him.
didn't think I had enough.
And can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
16.
Could you please take another 16 points of damage as the vapors come up and burn your lungs?
Yikes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel ya.
You ready action? Is that your turn?
No, I didn't think I was gonna beat up to him.
Oh, you attack?
I'm going to. Where the fuck is this thing at?
I
Second
think
wind. I'm
because
gonna
you
hit
have
second wind.
you use second wind
Yeah.
for bonus action.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Because you have 3 attacks, right?
Yeah,
You could potentially do this. I'm curious to see if you can do it.
if I can.
I'm excited for you.
D10 please. 12. Okay. I got 18 on that.
18 to hit.
For my heal.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 33. I needed that. Okay. Attack! Attack! Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Where you at? There you are. Oh, that's probably gonna be a miss, but we're gonna. I'll use lucky. My last one. My last lucky. That's a lot better. Does it 18 hit?
Just hits.
Oh god. Okay. So I'm just gonna use my basic superiority. What's that? Is that's not repost, it's something else. Just don't use it.
If I have to.
Distracting strike?
Isn't that where it has to attack
Okay,
you?
that way it gives someone else advantage if they hit him. Since everything I'll use, he'll probably beat. So that's no point for me to do it. Ooh, that was a bad 3. I'm going to use my, what's it called? Savage Attacker? Hell of a lot better. 16 plus 10. 26 for that first hit.
26.
Yes.
Second attack.
18 again. Holy shit. Okay. 12, 10. 22.
What was the first one?
26, I think. Just fucking seeing this big ass guy.
Weakly bleeding everywhere.
Okay.
Damn. That's not a hit.
What is it?
It was a 14.
So you had
You
what is
have
it?
an inspiration.
26, and what was the first one?
26
22.
damage. 22 damage.
You add D6 for inspiration.
Oh. Okay. Does that go for both my rolls?
No, just you can
Just
only use it
one.
once in the next 10 minutes that I give it to you.
That's an extra 2 damage.
Or 2 to hit.
To hit.
No, it's the hit, not damage.
Oh, to hit? Then that'd be 16.
So the last one does not hit.
Can I use my...
You already used your bonus action.
That's right.
You were literally 2 damage away.
You almost got how you want to do this.
No.
You almost had it.
No. All right. Lavende goes to your turn, but before it does, he's going to use legendary action,
You son of a bitch.
and he's going to have this tentacle come down and smash onto Lavende.
Is that a dex?
No, it's an attack against you.
Catch it.
He doesn't get.
You see missile stinging.
He doesn't get a saving throw.
No, it's like it
It's
has
against
his
his
AC.
AC.
Okay.
Ah.
It's like a regular attack.
Yeah, it's just 18.
That is a natural 20. Natural 20 plus 17.
Oh, and I can't use my fucking thing on. Oh, that sucks. So I don't even know.
This is going to be nasty.
Can I use
I
Sentinel
don't even know
attack
you're
on
getting
him?
attacked. I can't see you.
6.
Quentin,
I'll save it for the next
since
one.
I'm right next to him, can I use Sentinel? Since he just attacked Lavende.
I believe so. It allows you to get try to do another hit on him.
Yeah, if the creature makes an attack against another target other than you.
Correct.
It's gonna be a basic
Here we
attack
go.
though. I can't really.
Here we go.
I don't think I could use superiority with this. I don't think so. Do I get that +2 still?
No.
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 You already
Damn.
used it.
60.
As you go to strike into the creature, it has no effect as its tentacle comes down onto Lavende. And that is going to be
Should have kept it for that one.
35 points of damage as
Oh
the
my
tentacle
God.
slams down into you. Can I get a...
That ain't right.
Can I get home?
This ain't right.
Can I get a strength saving throw, please?
19.
19. You watch as that tentacle grabs you and picks you up off the air. You are now restrained and grappled for the time being.
We gotta get you out of there.
So now it is your turn. You're up off the ground, so you don't have to do the Constitution save, but you're restrained.
How far am I off the ground?
Probably about 25 feet.
Oh my god. I forgot I have that.
Can I use Misty Step to get out of the grapple?
Let's see here.
I don't know if that's a rule.
You're dead.
Misty Step is a spell. Your
It's a bonus
speed,
action.
yeah.
It's
A
verbal.
restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. I don't see why you couldn't use Misty Step.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna Misty Step out of this creature's thing, and I'm taking 2 shots because that's a bonus action.
For Misty Step?
Yep.
Okay.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
So where are you going to?
So I'm just going right back down to where I was, and I'm just looking at it and be like,
Okay. Fire off.
You have advantage on the first one.
I do. Holy shit.
Don't normally
Yeah.
curse, but fuck you, God.
Here we go.
That is a 30.
30.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Oh,
And that's still a 100's mark.
This is gonna be an epic arrow.
Your to hit is crazy high.
Yeah, it is. So, and it's.
Kind of feel like ranged weapons should be because they're
So-
moving so fast.
I got 12 plus 15, or 12 plus 15, 21, 23.
23.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Next step. You watch that first arrow fire into Zarthalix.
Oh, that's a hit. That's 36.
Okay.
Well, technically 39. And 100's mark with Dreadful Strikes on this one. So 10.
Is Dreadful Strikes a spell or a,
No, it's not a spell.
is
It's
it a bonus action?
No, it's a thing that I can do one attack per turn.
Okay.
Class ability, maybe.
Yeah, it's a
Class
class.
ability,
It's the Fey Wanderer, I believe. But so we got 12, 17, 23, 27, 29.
29 damage.
Yeah.
And what was the first one?
Oh shit. I don't remember.
I think it was 23, right?
I think so. 23 or 22. I don't know.
Okay. Let me make a roll real quick. Alright. You watch as you fire your two arrows. You watch as the creature. And you can feel yourself kind of sliding up, Falder, and then back down, and then sliding back up as you can feel him starting to.
Yikes.
And then you feel yourself quickly drop back down, and you splash into some sort of foul, putrid liquid.
Putrid.
Which brings us to
Putrid
his
in his
turn.
face.
And Falner. You are going to take 12d6 of damage.
Oh, that's a good kill.
Oh no.
Yeah, same with me.
Oh no. No.
And it is acid damage.
Oh, it's not poison?
Poison?
41 points of damage
Oh my god.
as you start to sizzle and burn inside the acid of this creature.
I mean, just hit this minus
I just typed in 41 hit damage.
damage. A lot of damage.
Needs to make it difficult.
I have nothing of difficult.
You watch as it, the creature brings up its arms now. You see it bring all the tentacles up. And as it does, you see every single tentacle slam down into the ground beneath you. And you watch as the footing you were standing on begins to break away, shatter, and tear.
Oh, what the fuck is this now?
As you all get
What the fuck is
dived
that?
into the water.
What?
Legit. Don't go in water.
Oh no.
Logic.
I could.
We're all gonna fucking die. Oh lord.
I got an idea.
So do we.
No, specifically for logic, I have a.
Yeah, so do we. We'll see what happens here.
More ideas are better than one.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter on my turn because he goes right after.
That'd be funny.
You see only two small platforms remaining floating.
Oh shit.
Should be plenty of.
As the creature now in its own primal domain. You are literally fish out of water.
Fish in water.
Fish in water, but it's not literally. But metaphorically, reverse the the analogy.
I could be a fish in water.
Shark.
After this happens, you hear the sound of the cannon fire go off again.
What we need is a paladin with a radiant cannon. Look at that up.
What we need is a million health potions.
Yes.
True. Just dump it down his throat.
Legendary action. Use the rope. Grab
You
it.
watch as one of those cannons.
Launch right into him.
You hear the cannonball split into the side of this creature as it rips its stomach. You watch as its insides and bowels begin to spill out into the ocean. Faulkner, you, like in a slip and slide, like a puke slip and slide, you straight into the water as you pour out of this creature's stomach.
So disgusting.
You better swim for the fucking platform.
Jez, it is your turn.
Alright. Popping off Mercy and Verdict again.
Did Shiv not go?
Shiv's doing something.
Oh.
So we got 3, 5, 6, 7, 19 for Mercy. And for Verdict, we're gonna have 16.
16. 19 and 16. Alright, you watch as 2 more blasts of energy fire off into this creature. You watch as its movement is getting slow. You watch as it starts to turn and move its bodies. You watch as tentacles begin to slowly droop and fall into the water. Your turn, Faulkner. Alright, you have a bonus action you want to use?
I don't know how dash would work in the water.
You can't use dash because you already attacked.
Is it bonus action?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a rogue. You could use it as a bonus
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
How about
It
the
basically
water?
it's going to double your movement speed. So it doesn't.
The water doesn't matter?
You can use it in the water.
Okay.
It's just when you're in water, you reduce your movement speed by half, so it give you your full movement
Yeah,
speed
I could basically
essentially.
swim at full speed.
Okay. I'm gonna get behind him. Right there.
Okay. Faulkner.
I would like to use 2 sorcerer points to
Sorcerer points.
use quicken spell. I am going to use fly. I'm going to go up to half my speed in the air,
Okay.
right above them. And I'm going to drop it. I'm going to use enlarge, and I just want to come down with my sword, right beneath me.
Okay. I'll give you advantage on the attack for the speed and momentum that you'll be doing as a fall.
Speed. Momentum.
Accuracy.
Okay, that will be a natural 20, 30 altogether.
My god.
Ooh.
Roll your damage.
It's a darn too bad I didn't do. Ooh, I get to add a d6 to this for being a giant.
And they're hearing it everywhere.
Or no, I think it's a d4. It's a d4. I have a d4. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Oh god, okay. So
18.
okay, so that was
Roll your d4.
3, so that was. Sorry, this is a lot of math.
It's a lot of math.
A lot of meth for you. So
Please don't do math. Not on my table.
So that's 32. I think.
All right, let's count.
No.
Well, why don't you be
Yeah,
sure?
let's pull up
Hold
a
on,
handy
hold on.
dandy calculator. What did you get? Let me add it for you here.
Should have just done the dice roller.
Yeah, dice rolls would be easier at this
Yeah.
point. What all did you get?
And then I forgot to add another d6 to that, but that's so that would have been 30. What 8?
Just tell me what you got.
First roll was 17. The second one was 18. 35, and then another d6 and plus 3.
D6 was what? The 3?
Actually, I gotta order the d3 again. So another 2,
Okay.
and then a plus d6.
A 6 plus 6?
Yes, there's a plus 6.
46.
46 damage.
You're very undercutting your damage.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little bit.
So you all watch as Fulner uses his fly ability to float up above the creature. You watch as its massive hands swipe past you as you soar up with the Scarbreaker in hand. As you bring yourself up above the creature, you release it as you grow in size. As you bring Scarbreaker up, you watch as the tip of the blade begins to glow hot and like it's breaking the atmosphere. And as you fall down and your blade crashes into the skull of Zarthalix, how do you want to do it?
Oh.
Well, you sound like you already did it.
Yeah, I'll just go right down the middle of him, just bisect him.
You watch as he splits through Zarthalix as this hot steel cuts him from head down to whatever the fuck Krakens have at the low end. And you see as it
another
A little beak.
Yeah, the beak.
Oh god.
splits, you see its rib cage begin to collapse and open up. You watch as this foul odor and gas is released, and as you plummet into the water, you start to see this large behemoth of a creature fall into the water as it begins to go dark with its black blood.
Are we out of combat?
I should have said cannonball.
We are out of combat.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm immediately turning into
Magic, use your rope.
I'm gonna turn into a giant seahorse,
Okay.
and I'm
Oh.
going over to him so that way he can like
How
hold
cute.
up. That's what trident shoots.
What's your seahorse
That's-
name?
I don't have a name.
Biscuit.
It's
I'm gonna
Lavender.
name Biscuit.
Have you seen a giant seahorse?
Saucy Biscuit.
No, I haven't.
What?
I know that tridents use them as mounts.
Seahorses can get pregnant.
True, but I believe you have to have seen the creature before you can turn
Are you
into
going to
shit.
impregnate
Well, then I just turn into a shark.
Okay.
Bring new knowledge.
I
And I
assume-
have no knowledge of this.
Watch out,
Oh
Father has lost his eyes.
Logic, you watch as
Oh
this
my
shark.
god! Is that a shark?
I'm just gonna like push him towards one of the platforms.
I'm just like,
You watch as Logic starts screaming as he's splashing as he slowly gets pushed and you get pushed up.
Whichever one's closer.
To this platform. And we'll make this centerpiece now.
And then
I
I'll
noticed that we still have a map. Okay.
and then from there I'm gonna once I get him to the land or to the shore or whatever you want to call this, I'm gonna go for them as well.
Oh, don't worry about me.
I'll be swimming already, real slow, like with my sword in my hand,
That's why I'm
going like this, and then whenever I do reach it, whether it be with his help or with my own, I'm just gonna lay on my back, right at the edge of the water.
It's like okay.
As you all make your way onto the platform, you hear the sound of, you immediately see the dark skies beginning to fade, or the dark clouds at least, and you start to see the starlight piercing in through again.
I'm very much hurt.
I'm in so much pain right
Yeah. Yeah, Legend looks like shit.
You wouldn't believe what it smelled like in that.
I can kind of smell it right now, so I can't believe it.
It is permeating.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Alright, what do you... Where's my alcohol?
You
Where's
watch
Shiv?
as Shiv climbs up
Hand you the bottle.
onto onto the platform. You see him crawl over
You owe us.
Wait for it.
What?
You guys look over to the water and you see this massive explosion come out of the water as large giblets and chum and pieces of Zarthalix begin to fall down. A little. I don't know what to fucking call it. Just making sure he's dead. Good job.
You're welcome for doing your job for you.
I'm drinking my alcohol. How much did I get for eating and drinking stuff for health?
It counts as a major healing potion.
Which is a what roll?
I believe it's 48s.
48.
I'll have to look it up again.
Okay.
Sounds about right. 48 plus something.
Yeah, it's plus the caster level of the person who made it. So for those, it's plus 10. It's 48 plus 10.
So, 20. Okay. She.
Solid damn for you.
Oh god, no, I hit damage instead. No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Fuck.
She died.
I hit damage instead of heal. How do I go back?
She.
Alright.
Just go ahead and hit heal. Is the mixer volume alright? I notice it's
Stuck?
not moving.
Uh-oh. That's a first.
And as you walk forward, you see Shiv. Don't do this, Jez. We can leave now. We can get out of here. This is folly. You take another step, and you bring your sword up. And as your father reaches out to grab you, you plunge your sword through his chest. And you watch as his eyes begin to flash between solid black and normal. And as they return to the darkness, you see them look towards you, and as his arm reaches out and grabs onto you. The dreamer will be waiting for you. You watch as he rolls back. You see Barry looking over towards Shiv. Oh, what the fuck do we do now? Shiv, oh no. God, no. Jez? Just you shaking, turning around, looking at your father's blood on your hand. You start to see black water dripping out of your mouth and out of your eyes. As Shiv looks towards you. No, not again. Please. Zarthalix, please, no, not her. What's happening? Shiv looking towards you. It's because I love you. Barry, freaking out, looks towards Shiv. What are we gonna do? Alter memory. You watch as he looks towards Jezebel. I killed your father. We marooned you here. You hate me and want to kill me. I always lied to you and I never loved you. Let's go. And you watch as you hit the ground. You notice that Barry move outside. As he picks her up and grabs you. You start to see that memory fade. As you come back to you holding your weapon, Levistus standing to your left, Shiv on your right, and Shiv looking towards you. Just fucking kill me. End it. Levistus, Put the gun down, Jez. Don't kill him.
What is this fucking game? What kind of trick are you trying to play right now, Levistus?
No tricks. Just a deal. Notice that Shiv looks towards Levistus. He's a fucking devil. And far worse than whatever the fuck we just killed. Notice that Shiv puts his hands up and walks towards you. And as he gets right next to you, Jace, now that Zothlix is gone, I'm free of him. You're free of him. As long as he was my patron, I could never, ever be with you. I could never be with anyone. I could never love or care for anything. It was for him. Everything that I cared about was for him. Jace, when I met you, you were just another very pretty noble woman. Way better and way out of my league. Where you had fire, spunk. I liked that. And we had some of the greatest times together. And I wouldn't get rid of that for anything. But I'm not going to let the things that I do bring you down. So, if I'm going to go, I'm gonna go as Shiv, the pirate, the scoundrel. Watch as he brings his hands up over yours. Shiv. Rather good name, I think. Just promise me this, Jez. Remember me. And he squeezes your hand as the gun. It's like that anime flash where everything goes white. You are my Zelty father. And you see him hit the ground. You watch as Levistus. No! How dare you? Levistus moving back and forth. You see him bring up your contract. You've completed your contract. Which means you are no longer bound to me. And your powers are yours to keep. You watch as he stops for a minute. And his head comes up. What if we make a new deal? Jez.
What deal would that be?
He brings up your contract. You watch as the letters begin to highlight and glow blue. Anyone who dies by your hand is mine. You watch as he turns towards Shiv's body and you see him. You see Shiv's soul begin to rise up. You watch as he brings it over towards him. You see it grab onto Shiv's soul. To Stygia he will go, and I will keep him frozen in pain forever. But I suppose I could bring him back. I suppose if you were to break the rest of my locks, we continue this game. But you probably don't love him or care for him. After all you ever wanted to do was kill him.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a fucking bastard before?
Quite often. Including many devils and many, many foolish mortals who think they can win against me. So what do you say, Jess? Do we have another deal?
I'm gonna walk up to the contract. I want to look at exactly what it says.
It says, as you look towards it and you read it, I, Jezebel Savant, shall break the locks of Levistus. In doing so, he will return the soul of Shiv to his mortal coil.
Does this mean you're gonna return a soul to a dead body if I do this? What does this fucking entail?
I will bring him back to life. I will bring him back in his own body.
Not undead?
Of course not. He will be alive.
How many?
Well, you just broke one. Now it's time to break the last three.
How do I sign?
With a handshake and a kiss. You watch as he brings his hand out and his black claws wrap around yours and he pulls you in. It's always a pleasure doing business with you, Jezebel. You watch as his forked tongue, and he locks lips with you. And as he does, you watch as the contract becomes solid. He steps away. Till then, Shiv and I have some quality time to spend together. And you watch as he walks to the water and falls in. Before you see the ice begin to recede, you see Shiv, lifeless body lying on the ground. And all of you come back, except now Shiv is lying down. You see Jezebel, who appears to be in a complete distress.
What just happened?
You alright? Jez?
What about Shiv? Shiv's. I'm gonna go over to Shiv's body.
What happened?
He's gone. You can see there's a single gunshot wound in his chest.
Just get his body back to the ship.
I'll pick up his body. I'll rub him.
You watch as you pick up Shiv's body, the other ships begin to slowly close in. You watch as your crew riding along Gallows End. They hop off. And as they do, they all make their way over towards you. Barry looks towards Shiv. So it's over.
For now.
Your orders, Captain.
Just prepare to sail. We're getting the fuck out of here.
You look the horizon. You watch as you can see the Zeltivado begin to merge back in to the material plane. And you watch as it does. You see islands rising up out of the water. You see massive rock cliffs. You see seagulls beginning to fly. And off in the distance, you can see the islands with the fire and light of civilization. You see all the pirates as they all have made their way over to the gangplank. And as they prepare and bring Shiv up onto board, Shiv's being carried. You notice all the pirate lords line themselves up and take their hats off, or put their hands over their chest. Shiv is brought past them. And as they're brought up, he is brought up. You notice the other pirate lords turn and look towards you. One by one.
Captain Fleshbeard, I vote Pirate Queen Jez.
Notice that Tally Moonscar. I second. Rapscallion Kid. I third. One by one. I fourth. I fifth. I sixth. I seventh. I eighth. One by one, they all vote. Pirate Queen, Jezebel Savant. Scourge of the Celadon Sea. And they move out of the way as you see a ship approaching. As you see the ship approaching, pulls up to this platform that you were on. You see Eliathel is on there with several elves. As he steps off and comes off the gangplank. As he comes down, here I have the finest and fastest ship in my fleet. It is imbued with mithril sails that cannot be torn. The wood has been hardened and fortified, calcified under extreme conditions. No cannon can break it. She is known as the Gilded Siren. She's yours.
Thank you.
Upon the vessel, a reward for all of you. From the vault of Zeltivado, legendary treasures that we have had for over a millennia. Your friends' thoughts and memories are in my mind. I know who you are. Not quite you. You're new.
Very.
But I think I have something there for you. Follow me. As he turns and walks back up onto it. You notice that Barry looks towards it. We'll wait out here until you give the call. Captain. Pirate Queen.
Am I still carrying?
You brought him up onto Gallows End.
Okay.
Where is Tinsel?
Tinsel's down with Barry and the rest of the crew.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over to Barry and put my hand on his shoulder. We have a lot to talk about when I get back.
Bye, mate.
And I'm gonna follow.
As you make your way up onto the ship. I suppose we can start with you. As he makes his way over, he pulls this tarp off of this armor pedestal. This is the full plate armor of the Androphinx. As you look at it, large lion pauldrons, full plated armor fit for a knight. It is glorious and illustrious. It has these large red tapestry banner-likes that come down on each side of its chest. The Andro Sphinx is a powerful and mighty creature. Its armor was designed for those to stand and watch and guard the likes of their treasures. I feel it will come in handy for someone like you.
It reminds me. Alice.
Boris?
Boris. Thank you. This is amazing.
You, Lavende. We Sun Elves have had a pact. Did have a pact. With the Eladrin of the Summer Court. Here is an treasure that was given to us. It's known as the Cloak of the Autumn. You see, it's this clasp of orange and red and yellow leaves that drapes over the shoulder. It is magical and imbued. When worn, you can attune yourself to the forest. When you do, you will transform into a whirlwind of leaves. You can travel about the forest and survey the area. Anything and all that are in that forest will be known to you.
I put it to good use. Since I have you here before we move on, if you're staying here, can you let your people know that sometimes the darkness isn't as bad as you make it out to be? Necrozan,
I'm fully aware of the gods,
they...
the primordial wild ones, Necrozan and Atelier. Nothing is black and white. Shades of gray, my friend.
I think your people need to begin to learn that.
Humans need to learn that. We Sun Elves have known this for a long time.
And I'm only just now learning. Thank you.
For you, I have 2 items within our vault that you may find interest. A pair of boots. The boots of the Quake Lord. They belonged to a long ago stone giant general, said to be quite fierce in battle. Or you can take the pauldrons of the waterfall. One belonged to a stone giant, the other belonged to a sea giant, a sage. She was known for her beauty and her grace. With this pauldron, she was allowed to move through the water freely, unencumbered, and could move in any direction, including waterfalls. However, the boots are fit for a warrior. Which would you like?
It's incredibly generous. I was looking at my feet. I never washed boots before.
You know, as he makes them, pulls them out. I think you may find them quite interesting. So you put them out. They're not boots. They're like shin guards.
Oh.
And it goes from the knee down to the ankle, and then a flat piece of metal on top. But the bottom of the foot is open.
That is even perfect for me then. I think I'll go with the boots.
Then they are yours.
Appreciate it.
And for you, besides for this lovely vessel, pulls out a box. He opens it up. These here were fashioned for my late wife. You remind me a lot of her. Fierce, courageous. These were her battle vestments. It is armor that will not hinder your movements, but will allow you to flow freely. And it is made from mithril stitching as he pulls it out. And dragon leather. Bring it over towards you. As you look towards it, it's a very form-fitting outfit with this plenty of protection. The stomach and the chest are protected very well. You notice that portions of your thighs, like your femoral artery, are protected with large leather boots. You can see that it is very well made with high quality.
Thank you.
It is known as the Scorpion's armor. It has a unique property to it.
And what would that be?
The belt. You notice he goes, whistles slightly, and you watch as this belt that's wrapped around the battle vestment, you see it unlatch, and you watch as it begins to crawl on you. And you see this animated belt begin to move, almost like, kind of like the animated objects in Beauty and the Beast. You see as it makes its way over towards you, it serpents its way up, and you watch as the belt clasp of it is actually a dagger. And you see as it floats and flies around like a floating airborne serpent.
That's awesome.
Or like the tail of a scorpion.
That's incredible.
Watch as it wraps around the waist again. As he looks around, Zeltivado is now back in the material plane, where it belongs, and I thank you all for this. I will try to find a way to remove your friend from my mind, but I give no promises. It's time to warn you. The actions that your friend Shiv have done. He was not aware of what would happen when he broke that pearl. It was not just a phylactery. It was a prison.
A prison for what?
Zarthalix was not allowed to emerge in this world. It was to keep him in there. Now that he is destroyed, his soul will search out the remaining relics. And I'm afraid that you have already met another one of his generals. General Zong. I'm about to tell you a story. One that happened a long time ago. somewhere in another scene, a very long time ago. It's a very loud track. There you go.
Is it too loud over our mics?
Testing, testing. Test, test, test.
You see a man staring out what appears to be a glass window. The interior around him is dark, gray, hollow, cold. You see the rain striking against the glass. You hear heavy footsteps approaching him. As he turns and he looks, a monstrous man stands before him, well over 10 feet tall, wearing black-clad armor, a massive greatsword on his back, and holding a tower shield.
My lord, the armies are approaching.
I know.
Should we ready ourselves for attack?
No. To attack the mortals now would be folly. I will give myself to them.
But, my lord,
I am no longer your lord. I'm just your friend. General Zahn, why have you served me?
because it is my duty.
Why do you serve me?
Because you saved my people. You allowed the Furbolgs to escape into the Feywild. I stayed behind, knowing I would die. And you took pity on me.
It's not pity. It was compassion. There was a difference.
Either way, I'm eternally indebted to you.
Well, your debt ends tonight. Perhaps you may fetch my wife. Meet me out to the front gates.
Yes, my lord. My friend.
Any news on my children?
Your Banshee riders are en route now as we speak.
Good. I will don my armor one last time. You watch as he moves away from the window. And as he does, he passes these dark, empty hallways. Family portraits and paintings. Very Gothic cathedral aesthetic. Large black drapes, dark carpets. You see him fashion his armor. As he does, he puts his onyx jet black armor. His long white hair, his Zenithian eyes piercing. Small tips of his ears. Clean shave. As he grabs his cloak, throws it over his shoulders. He walks to the foyer of his castle. As he does, he runs into his wife, brought by General Zahn. Are you sure you want to do this, my love? Yes. For our children's sake, yes. It's very clear that our time is over. Zenithians are no more, and mortals do not need these heralds any longer. It is not that they do not need us, it is that our own kin could not keep their promise. And did we? I believe we did. Our love for each other is I do not see how it is compassionate or just for us to not love, even though we are forbidden. The time to think of that is come and gone, Ghostwield. It's time for us to go. As they move towards the double doors and they press open, you hear the sound of the rain falling down as they cross the stone bridge to the courtyard. This castle perched upon this massive cliff, this massive ravine that drops off into this almost eternal abyss. The sound of the ocean crashing against the rocks far, far below. As they make their way out, Ghostwield looks towards his wife. Bellinora, I will be right back. Okay. Ghostwield takes a path down to the ocean. As he does, as he puts his hand into the water, and very slowly, a rumble begins to emerge. As this large kraken-like head comes out of the water and begins to speak with him telepathically. Zarthalix, how's the water today?
Quite comfortable, my lord.
Good. That's good. I'll be leaving. Here. This dark pearl is for you. Keep it safe. If anything is to happen to me, wait as long as you can. Wait until the years begin to forget my name. Wait until the seasons overgrow this castle. And then when your time is finally over, and you no longer wish to remain in this world, break your phylactery. You watch as a tentacle comes out, grabs that pearl. You watch as it slowly backs and recedes into the water. As he returns, the general stands await with the remaining 8 generals. And as they stand and wait in the rain, an army begins to come into view. Then another army. Then another army. Before 9 armies bring forth their troops, as you see dragons flying over. the distance. Elves, dwarves, man, dragonborn. All the most powerful nations. As they bring their armies to the very gates, they raise them. The armies come flooding in position and awaiting orders. Goswill looks towards General Zahn. Well, my children.
They should have been here by now, my lord.
Just as he takes a step forward, Goswield. So you have come to take my head? To take my wife's head? You notice that the dwarven queen stands forward. No, we have come to seek justice for the Zenithians. To seek justice for the cruel and tormented punishment that we have endured. Yes. Yes, my family has done terrible things. I will not fight you. I give myself freely. And Bellinora gives herself freely too. Watch as she stands next to him and grabs his hand. Where are my children? Notice as a human king steps forward. Notice that standing next to him, a elven king, King Eliaphel. As he looks over to the left, King Levistis, I'm assuming you know where his children are? Yes, I do. Notice that he has a few of his soldiers bring forth a knapsack with two children who appear to be squirming inside. You see Gostwield. I will give myself freely if you release my children. No harm is to come of them. It's the dwarven queen. Aye. We can do that. Your life and theirs are spared. Miss Eliaphel. That is just and noble. I can agree to that. Notice the Dragonborn king. Notice that King Levistis. Of course. You watch as these two dragons land on top of the gate above the castle entrance. You notice as they bend and look down towards the group. You've brought dragons. King Eliaphel speaks up. You are a Zenithian, are you not? Why would we take the chance? Very well. Notice that the dwarven queen. We said that we would spare the lives of your children, not your generals. They acted under your brother's orders, and now you will face punishment. Looks over towards his generals. told you to flee. General Zong and the rest of the generals.
We are exactly where we're supposed to be, my lord.
You know, so they make their way forward and they drop their weapons.
For Lord Ghostwield.
And you watch they make their way to the cliff and just jump. You watch as Ghostwield Can we not have any more senseless deaths because of my name? And as the 9 generals end their life, the armies stand and wait. The only lives that need to end now are yours. See as he grabs Bellinora, brings her close. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Watch as he brings up his hand and you see his sword float through the air. And it lines itself up right behind her back. I love you. I love you too. You watch as it pierces through her back, through her arms, into his chest and out his back. Watch as they both fall down and kneel. And as the rain begins to pour, slight crackle, lightning and thunder. You watch as the army stand in silence as they stare. You notice as a soldier begins to step forward, Liafel brings his hat. And in that silence, you see King Levistus. You see his soldier grab the bag and drag it over to the cliff. And as he goes to the cliff, you can hear the children inside begin to scream and holler for their parents. You can hear the small child, "Father!" And you see Ghostwield, eyes closed, slipping into the darkness before he hears that sound. And as he hears the cries of his children, he raises up to see the bag thrown off the cliff. You notice the Dwarven Queen swings her head over. "What are you doing? We did not agree upon this!" King Levistus, "They are Zenithians, and they will die. The bloodline ends." Notice that King Eliaphel turns back and looks towards Ghostwield. "What have you done?" As you see pull the blade out from his chest. You see his wife fall down to the ground. And as he stumbles to the side, you see him stand up and grab the blade. "Where are my children?" You see Eliaphel. "Soldiers ready." "I said, where are they? You know what it's like to be created, to be told that you have a duty. You see his eyes begin to go black. You see the veins begin to spread. And you watch as this ghostly green glow begins to fill his side. "I am Ghostwield. You mortals have only known the neutrality of death. I will show you its rage. Pelor,
Tempest, Umberly, Glenn, Crunch! I curse you. I curse all of you. Splits and cracks. You see the lightning begin to crash down. You watch as his blade ignites in this ghostly green flame. You see him dash forward. One soldier immediately moves over to meet his blade. As their blades swing and touch, you watch as his weapon goes incorporeal and passes right through it like a ghost. And as it makes contact, you see it move through the individual. You see all color lose their body as they turn gray, and you watch as their ghost gets pulled through their own body. And as it does, you see him grab onto the ghost itself. Shatter! And you watch as the ghost breaks into pieces. Eliaphil pulls his weapon, the Dwarven Queen draws her axe, and you watch as they begin to fight. The whole army, the dragons, this massive battle begins to partake. It's like the scene when Madara wakes up in Naruto. They are getting slaughtered. One individual destroying the entire wrong one. Very wrong one. You watch as the entire armies are fighting with their full might. Dragon breath, volleys of elven arrows, human pikemen, soldiers, waves like Sauron clearing a field, bodies fly through the air. The only one who stands up to Gostwield in skill is King Eliaphel. As the two of them meet and lock eyes in battle, Gostwield consumed with rage. I do not care about my creation. I do not care about my duty. I did everything! All I asked for was compassion. So now I will bring this world to ash. I will watch as your children choke on their own blood. I will rip the very soul from the gods that made me. King Eliaphel, you watch as astute and as confident as he is, you can see the shake in his arms. And with a flash, you watch as orbs of blade and metal as they clash in split seconds. The normal soldiers on the field can't even keep up. It just looks like blurs of steel. Eventually, the two dragons, rather unique looking dragons. One dragon has 5 heads.
Oh no.
The other dragon,
Oh, Jesus fuck.
a massive platinum one. Brother and sister, both swoop over the battlefield, and as they do, they assist Eliaphel, breathing both their breaths towards him. Gostwield consumed in both flames of the dragon fire. You watch as he looks up towards them, and you see him bring his blade up. Blaterum! And you see him fire off this beam from the point of his sword, and it rips through the air, and you watch as it breaks reality.
You see dimensions begin to split as both Feywild and Shadowfell raise on both sides. You watch as it rips through the chest of Tiamat. You see a massive scar rip through her chest as she hits the ground, unmoving. You notice as he moves and turns and looks towards Bahamut. Bahamut continues to press forward with the breath attack as Goswield slowly presses through the flames. As he gets right towards the mouth of Bahamut, you see him bring his blade up before a volley of arrows cover in his side. You watch as he finally loses his footing, falls back, and as he does, you see him catch himself with his blade. He pulls it out from the ground and stands covered in wounds, bleeding from every orifice, including the own heart puncture he put in himself. You watch as that green glow begins to fade. As he looks towards his own sword. I don't have enough strength. You see as he falls down to the ground. Eliaphel makes his way up, blade in hand. I'm sorry for your children. And you watch as he goes to slash across Goswield. Goswield brings the blade up, and you see as it shatters the blade. And as the blade shatters, you watch like the Dragon Balls, they spread throughout the sky. And as they do, you see him look up. And as he raises his fingers towards the sky, you see him begin to turn to stone. Black stone covering his entire body. As he begins to envelop himself, you see King Eliaphel turn towards them. Destroy the castle. Bury him in the rubble. And as they destroy the castle, and the rubble falls on the statue of Goswield, we move our way to modern time. Far in the north, in the Frost Fist, there lies the cold winter rocks covered in snow. From the cracks of the stone, covered in snow, was black stone hand. And that's where we end tonight's episode.
Oh, God. We're supposed to fight that?
Yes.
Yes.
They should have been. What?
Sword goes up, pieces go everywhere. He turned into stone. Made me feel like he's Shenron.
So thank you all for joining us for our conclusion to the Zeltivado arc. As we begin our next portion of the campaign, we're going to be moving into a rather interesting arc, and I think you guys are all going to really love it. I hope you enjoy the Feywild.
Oh, we're taking our break now, right?
So we'll be taking our little mini break where Carl will be running a mini campaign set in the same universe, but obviously not connected to this story. But, thank you all so much for joining us. This is only the beginning of this adventure. And there's so much more that I have planned for all of you.
That was good.
So, thank you all. And until next time, remember to
always embrace the dark. Good night.
Oh, he said